أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. uh, we are looking at أقسام الضمائر. أقسام الضمائر. In our previous class we looked at الضمائر itself, الضمائر itself. That is, and we said الضمائر means what? Pronouns that are used in place of a noun. So we said it's divided. We have different types of domair. We classified that into two, which are ad-domair al-bariza, the visible pronoun, wad-domair al-mustatira, and the invisible pronoun. The example of the visible pronoun is like anta, you, anta, you, and the invisible ones like yazhabu, yazhabu, he is going, he is going. So he is going here, the e is invisible, we cannot see the e, so that is what makes it invisible there, but e is there, but is not what, is not visible. But this one, in the case of anta, you know, anta is visible, you can see it, you can pronounce it, so that is what makes that one visible. So now today we are looking at aqsamud domair, classifications of pronouns, classifications of pronoun. That's what we are looking at today, inshallah. So let's move on. للضمائر عدة أقسام. للضمائر, for pronouns, عدة أقسام, we have different classifications. We have several classifications. So for pronouns, there are different classifications for it. So minha, part of these classifications, part of it, we are not going to look at all the classifications in this level. We are only going to look at part of it. The first one is its classification, which has in it kismaha, it's two different types. Under this classification, there are two different types. Min haysul infisal, in terms of its infisal, detachment of the pronoun from another word. That is, when the pronoun is detached from another word, the pronoun is separate and we have another word separately. So like, let's say Anna is a pronoun, right? Fine. Anna is a pronoun, and we say Anna Tolib, I am a student. Anna Tolib, you can see Anna is separate and Tolib is separate. So Anna is being detached, they are not together, it's being detached from Tolib. So this kind of domir is called what? It's called a domir al munfasil. We are actually going to look at that, inshallah. But we are looking at the domir. Under this classification, we have its two types in terms of its detachment, infisal, watisol, and its what attachment. When the domir is being attached to another word, like in the case of zahabtuma. I don't want to use the one that is so close to you. Zahabtuma. Zahabtuma means what? Zahabtuma means the both of you went. Zahab, you can see Zahab is different. Is a verb, right? Zahab, from Zahaba. From Zahaba is a verb, from Zahaba. So because we want to attach a pronoun to it, we make this ba. We make the fatha here, we make it what? We make it to become Zahab, Zahab. So this pronoun ordinarily is from Antuma, both of you. You know we have anta, auntie, and tuma who are here. So this one is antuma, which means what? Both of you, whether male or female. We are still going to look at that properly. Don't be in a hurry. So antuma. So we are attaching this antuma to zahaba to make it what? Zahabtuma. Zahabtuma. So we are looking at it in terms of this and in terms of infisol. In terms of the detachment of the pronoun and the attachment of the pronoun. That is a classification on its own. That is a what? That is a classification on its own. And we have another classification which is waksamuha, which has in it its types, which the domain, which this classification has in it its types, the domain types, min hayusu dilala, in terms of adilala, connotation or denotation. That is what the domain is referring to. You know the fisol and tisol, they are not referring, we don't know what is referring to. Maybe whether it's referring to the first person, whether it's referring to the second person or third person. But here, under this classification, we look at the domain in terms of its what, of its denotation, what the domain is referring to. What does it denote? It stands for what? So this is what we are looking at. So let's look at the first one properly. The first one, which is min hayusul fisol what tisol. In terms of its detachment, don't forget alinfisol means detachment and tisol means what? Attachment. So we are looking at the domain now, the pronouns in terms of its detachment and its attachment. So tenkosimu الضمائر من حيث الانفصال واتصال إلى قسمين. Domair pronouns tenkosim are divided. Pronouns are divided min haisul infisol. In terms of infisol, its detachment, watisol, and attachment ila kismain, to two different types. Two kismain, just two. Just two. The first one is ad-domair al-a al-munfasila. Ad-domair al-munfasila. The detached pronouns. The detached pronouns. You can see al-munfasila is equivalent to what? Al-infisol. It's gotten from al-infisol, like infasola, infosilu, infisolan, then munfosilun. This is where the munfosil is gotten from. So ad-domair al-munfosila, the detached pronouns. The detached pronouns. Don't forget, we said it's domair. I want to explain something very vital here. So just pay attention. Ad-domair means is the plural of what? Of domir. Plural of domir. Ad domir. Let me write like that so I won't be confused. Ad domir. So the reason why it is used with al munfasila is because this domir is muannas. In grammar is muannas because it's jamu, it's plural. Is plural, and plural in Arabic, plural for non-living thing in Arabic is they are what? They are feminine, they are muannas. So this one is muannas, that's why it's munfasila. I didn't want to say ad-domir now, you are going to say al-munfasil, so that you won't be mixing it up. Al-munfasil, you will not put the ta. Why? Because this domir is muzakkar, is not jamu. Pronoun. This is pronoun, and this domair is pronouns. Pronouns. So this domir is muzakkar, why this domair is muannas. So because this domair is muannas, that is why it's getting ta at the end. This ta. So if you are making it singular like domir at domir, you are going to say al munfasil. You are not going to put the ta there, the ta marbuta there. So ad-damirul munfasil, or you say ad-dama'ir al-munfasila. So ad-damirul munfasil means means uh, uh, detached pronoun. That is singular in singular form. So detached pronoun. While ad-dama'ir al-munfasila means detached pronouns. That one has s at the end because it's what is jamu is plural. So we are using this one now. Don't be puzzled and don't mix it up. Don't say ad-dama'ir al-munfasil and don't say ad-damir al-munfasila. Is it that you want to use this to make it singular, or you want to use this to make it what plural? So ad-dama'ir al-munfasila means what? Detached pronouns. That is, they are pronouns that stand separately on their own and can be pronounced separately without being attached to a word, without being attached to a verb or a noun or a preposition or an article. So they stand on their own. So let's look at the example like anta. Anta, you can see it stands on its own. You don't need any other words with it. You need word with it to give it a complete meaning. But on its own, it can be on its own. Anta, you. Hua, he, and tuma, the both of you, whether male or female. Woman, the both of them that are not here. Antum, all of you, that is jamu the plural, all of you that are male. Whom, all of them that are what, that are not here, that are male. So we are looking at this properly, inshallah. So just be attentive. So the second types under this classification is ad-dama'ir al-mutasila. You can see this one is gotten from al-ittisal. This is gotten from al-ittisal. So ad-dama'ir al-mutasila, the attached pronouns. Attached pronouns. Okay, let me give you a test here. If you want to say ad-damir, you don't want to make use of ad-damir, you want to say ad-damir, what will you use to qualify it in terms of ittisal? What will you use to qualify it? Is it al-mutasila? No, it's going to be al-mutasil. Al-mutasil, ad-damiru al-mutasilu. How do you get? So this is singular form, detached pronoun, while ad-damair al-mutasila is detached pronouns in terms of jamu plural. So let's look at the example. We have two. Two is a pronoun, but it can't stand. It can't stand on its own. Like zahabutu, for example. Zahabtu. Zahabtu. So these two, you can see the connection between them. So this two is connected with the last alphabet. It's connected with the last letter. You can see Zahab is connected with the ba. We also have Jalas too. You can see the two cannot be detached. It has to be attached with that verb or that noun or that preposition. So we have domir that are attached to preposition. We have the one that are attached to noun. We have the one that are attached to pronoun separately. So that is why I have to explain this concept, this basic concept before I go into the detailed one, because this is for grammar. This is a grammar topic. I don't want to dwell too much into it, but because it's going to enhance our study, is going to help us a lot in this course. That's why I'm just trying to explain some parts. So so these two is what is ad-damir. It's not you are not going to say ad-damir because it's not, there are not many. You say what? Ad-damir. Ad-domir al-muttasil. This. Ad-domir al-muttasil. If I say, what is anta? And you tell me anta is ad-domir al-munfasila, you are wrong. Because anta is singular. Is single, sorry. Anta is single. It's a single word. It's not a plural. It's not, they are not much. You just say anta is what? Ad-domir al-munfasil. Ad-domir al-munfasil. And I'll be okay with your explanation, your answer. I hope you get that. So the last two, this time now is what? Ad-domir al-muttasil. Ad-domir al-muttasil. So we all equally we have ta. You can see ta, zahabta, dorabta, jamulta. You can see, and things like that. So this all these domoid, they cannot stand on their own. They cannot stand on their own. We have ka, dorabtuka, kotaltuka. You can see. Okay, let me write that. Kotal tuka. Here we have to the attached pronoun. This is rubbish. Let me write it here. Kotal tuka. Oh, sorry. This is not supposed to be there. This lamb. So kotal tuka. So kotala. This one is these three letters are for what? Kotala, to kill. So kotalitu, I killed ka, you. I killed you. I will not kill somebody. So kotal, okay, let me use another example like dorabtuka. I can beat somebody. I cannot kill somebody. Dorabtuka. So dorab, you can see the dorab. Then we have the attached pronoun, which is to, which denotes the first person singular. Dorab to, I beat ka, you. So this domir in grammar is in the place of what? Of the subject. Why this one is in place of what? The object. Object. So that is why. So this two is a detached is an attached pronoun, and this ka is an attached pronoun. So we have ki for a female you are talking to. Then we have kuma for two male or two female you are talking to. Then we have kunna for a lot of females you are talking to, you are directing your speech to. So I think you understand this classification, that is in terms of its detachment and its attachment to a word. So it's divided into two, which are ad-domair al-munfasila and ad-domair al-muttasila. So these are the plural form, and if you want to get it in a singular form, you say what? Ad-domair al-munfasil or ad-domair al-muttasil. So let's move on to the next classification. Ad-domair min haythu dilala. So pronouns in terms of min haythu, in terms of ad-dilala, denotation. What is it denoting? What is it referring to? Is it referring to the speaker, that is the one who is talking? Is it referring to the person who the speaker is talking to? Or is it referring to the person that is absent, that the speaker is referring to? In English language, here in this classification is called the first person, the first person, the person who is talking, the speaker, whether singular or plural. And also we have the second person, either singular or dual, or one of the beauty in Arabic language is that Arabic language have dual. We have singular, we have dual, we have plural. But in English language we only have singular, and there is no dual, then plural. So that is one of the beauty in Arabic language. Like in English language, now I want to say like I love you, I love you, I love you, Zainab. I love you, Zainab. Eh? So this you will be repeated when I want to say dua. I love you, I love you. This you again. Zainab and Aisha. I want you to be noting the you, oh, the you. Then also, I love you, Zainab, Aisha, and Wegin, Rodia. You can see this is dual, dual. This is what plural, and uh this is singular. So you can see we are repeating the you for singular, you for dual, and you for uh plural. But the beauty in Arabic language is that we have different pronouns for these connotations, for this denotation, for this you. Like in this sentence statement now we say what? Uhibbuki. Uhibbuki ya Zainab. You can see uhibbuki. In second one, uhibbuki, uhibbukuma. Uhibbukuma ya Zainab wa Aisha. In the third one, we say what? Uhibbukunna. So we have different pronouns. In the first one, we have ki. The for singular. In the second one, we have kuma for dual, and in the last one we have kunna for uh, lot, plural. But in English language, there we also it's just you, I love you, Zainab, I love you, Zainab, and Aisha, I love you, Zainab, Aisha. Is all you is used for the three. So what that is one of the beauty in Arabic language. We have dual, we have uh, plural for each word. So let's move on. So we are looking at this classification in terms of the connotation, whether it's the first person, whether it's the second person, uh, or the third person. Third person, singular, dual, or plural. So تنقسم الضمائر من حيث الدلالة إلى ثلاثة أقسام. So in this classification, ضمائر is divided into ثلاثة أقسام, three types, which are, the first one is al-mutakallim, the one that is used for the speaker, which is the first person. Al-mutakallim in Arabic means the one who is talking, the speaker. So the one of the pronoun we use for the speaker is ana. Ana, I. I am the speaker and I want to represent myself with the pronoun. So the pronoun is what? The pronoun is ana, I. Whether I'm a female or I'm a male, whether I'm masculine or I'm feminine, ana is ana. So ana is used for both male and female. Ana talibun or ana talibatun. I am a male student or I am a female student. Is ana you are going to utilize. So let's test our knowledge on the previous lesson. So this ana, in terms of its attachment and detachment, which one does it belong to? Is it a detached pronoun or attached pronoun? Ask yourself. You can pause the video and contemplate and try to get the answer. So ana is a detached pronoun because it's standing on its own. It's not attached to any word. So ana is a detached pronoun used for mutakallim. So later on we are still going to be analyzing a pronoun, inshallah, like anta. Let me bring anta for example so that we know how we are going to be analyzing it later in the future. So anta Anta. So anta, I want to analyze anta now. I can say anta domir is domir. Domirun is it domir is a pronoun? Is it barism or mustatir? Is it a visible or invisible pronoun? So domir is a visible pronoun. So for your information, for this course, we are looking at only the visible pronoun, the domir al baris. We are looking at only the visible pronoun. Inshallah, in your grammar, you are going to be looking at the invisible ones, inshallah. But for this class, we are looking at only the invisible pronoun. I just brought it so that you can be able to differentiate the visible and invisible pronoun. That is why I brought the subtopic. But whenever I say domir, you should know I'm referring to the domir baris, the visible one. So anta is what? Domir, which is what? Baris, visible. And what happened to anta again? Anta is what? Anta is munfasil, is a detached pronoun. What happened to anta again? Anta is for mukhatab, the second person. What happened to anta again? We can see later. We can see that later, inshallah. So for at least at this stage, you can be able to say 4 different things about anta. Anta is domir, is a pronoun. Anta is baris, is visible. Anta is a detached pronoun, is domir munfasil, and anta is for mukatab, the person who you are speaking, you are talking to. So the second person. So let's move on. So ana is a domir, which domir is a baris domir, visible pronoun. Is a munfasil, is a detached pronoun, is used for mutakallim. Mutakallim is used for the speaker. I hope you can get what I'm trying to pass across here. So inshallah, we are still going to be analyzing this domir, inshallah. So just make sure you are assimilating it gradually as I'm explaining it, so I won't be like a burden on you later. So ana, I, it means I. Then we have nahnu also, which is used for plural, for mutakallimun. Mutakallimun, the speakers. So I want to say we talib, we are students. I'm going to say what? Nahnu tulab. Nahnu tulab. So nahnu is also what? Attached or detached pronoun? Is a detached pronoun. Is a detached pronoun. So we also have two. Two is also, two means I also, but it's what? It's an attached pronoun. Two is an attached pronoun. So like zahabtu, dorabtu, jalastu, akaltu. So I eat, I ate, I sat, I drank, and things like that. So you cannot say ordinary, you cannot say two ordinarily without attaching it to a verb or another word. A verb, brother. It has to be attached to a verb. So is what is domir muttasil. Domir muttasil, that is used for mutakallim. Mutakallim. So the last one here is yeah. Yeah. This place, I want to explain something somehow technical. It's somehow technical. So yeah. For example, let me write like dorabani. 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 I want you to pay attention to this. Dorabani. So, firstly, this is doraba, right? Is a verb. And this ya is what? Is a pronoun. The pronoun we are talking to now, which means I or me. Yeah, it's in the objective case. It's an object here. So I am an object in this sentence. So is what is me. You are going to translate it. So dorabani. So it means what? He beat me. He beats me. So doraba is a verb. N- ya is what is a domino. So what happened to this nu to this ni to this noon? This noon, what happened to it? What is it called? This noon is called nunul wikoya. Nunul wikoya. Nunul wikoya. What does it mean? Nunul wikoya is the noon that protects a verb from taking kesro. Nunul wikoya is a verb that protects is a letter. So nunul wikoya is used to protect a verb from taking kesro because verb verb is designed to always take fatha. Doraba, kataba, jalasa. To take fatha at the end. I'm trying to the end. Jalasa, kataba, and things like that. So it's designed to take fatha at the end. So let's assume this noon is not there and we want to add the ya to it. With the consideration that ya, what goes with ya in pronunciation? Pronunciation, what goes with ya? Kesro goes with ya. Before ya, we have to see kesro. Alif, alif, what goes with alif? Fatha. And what goes with wow? Dhamma. So this is ya. We have to see kesro before the ya. So let's assume we want to add the ya mutakalim. This ya, we want to add it to the verb directly. It's going to be what? Dorabi. Dorabi. So this is the verb and this is the pronoun. So this is what is going to be pronounced. Adi being the noon is not there. So and in this form, the verb doraba, you can see the last letter is taking kesro, and the last letter is not supposed to take, can never take kesro in Arabic. In Madi, can never take kesro. You can only see dorabu, you can see doraba, you can see dorabna, you can see and things like that, but you can never see a verb taking kesro. So verb are not designed to take kesro at all. So that is why this noon is introduced to what? To protect the verb from taking kesro. So that is why the verb will take its normal fatha and the noon will be the one to take what? Kesro. So that is why it's what? Dorabani. Dorabani. He beat me. He beat me. Arsalani. He sent me. He sent me. Latomani. He slapped me. He slapped me. So that is why this noun is there. It's called nunul wikoya. So what we are talking about here is what is this year? Is that year? Is this year that brought us to that this thing? So this year is what is yeah domir, what is domir mutasid is also what a is an attached pronoun. Attached, it can't stand on its own. So it's attached to a verb or it's attached to a noun. So it can also be attached to what like a noun, like kitab. Kitab is a noun, right? So when this ya is attached to a noun, it's going to be what? Kitabi. Kitabi, my book. So in this one, kitab can take kesro, it can take fatha, it can take doma. This one doesn't need noon. But in terms, if you are adding to a verb, you have to put the noon there. Dorabani. But in terms of when it's been attached to a noun, it doesn't need any noun. Kitabi, umi, abi. So that ya there is this domir. Is this ya domir we are talking about? So I hope you get that. So the ya domir is for mutakallim. Is for mutakallim. So this is what we are talking about. The first type under this classification is what is al mutakallim, the speaker, the one who is speaking. And we have ana, we have nahnu, we have tu, we have ni, Uh, so let's look at the second one, which is al mukhatab. Al mukhatab, the person you are talking to. The person you are talking to. So it's called second person. Second person. I, the speaker, I am the first person. I'm the first person. So the the person I'm talking to, my audience, my audience are the second person. So what we are referring to, so maybe the person is not here, the gaib, the absentee. It might be a living thing, it might be a non-living thing. Is the so that's the last one. So the second one is called al mukhatab, the second person. So like antuma. Antuma means what? Antuma means the both of you that I'm talking to. Don't forget. Note this. The both of you that I'm talking to. So I want to say the both of you are students. I'm going to say what? Antuma Taliban. Antuma Taliban. The both of you are students. You can see. So this antuma is a detached pronoun or an attached pronoun. So antuma is a detached pronoun. You can see in this antuma Taliban is not attached to the Taliban. Antuma stands on its own and Taliban stands on its own. So it's a detached pronoun. So let's move on. We have kuma. 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 So this one is somehow technical, but it's very simple once you are used to it. So kuma means it's also used for second person, the two, that is dual, that I'm talking to. Two people that I'm talking to. So is it a detached pronoun or attached pronoun? Hmm? Is it a detached pronoun or an attached pronoun? So how can we get that? We can get that, get the logic. You can get it whether it's detached or an attached pronoun by using it to start a sentence. Can you use kuma to start a sentence? No. You cannot use kuma. You cannot say kuma Taliban. You cannot say kuma Taliban. It's not possible. It's an tuma you are going to use. So this kuma is an attached pronoun. So using it in the sentence now is, let me say, like me saying dorabtu kuma. You can see I'm using doraba a lot because I love doraba. I love beating. Dorabtu kuma. So dorabtu kuma. You can see this is the verb. This is the subject to. The subject, and this is the object, and that is the object. So this is the object. Doraba, so then two. This also this is also an attached pronoun, and this is also an attached pronoun. I beat the both of you. I beat the both of you. So the last one here is tuma. Tuma is also the both of you I'm talking to. And tuma, the both of you I'm talking to. Kuma, the both of you I'm talking to. Tuma, the both of you I'm talking to. All the three pronouns here, whether they are used for both male or female. So what's now the difference between okay, tuma here? Firstly, tuma, is it an attached or detached pronoun? It's also an attached pronoun. It's also an attached pronoun. The only difference between kuma and tuma, you know difference between this one and these two, between antuma and these two. Difference between this antuma and these two is that antuma is a detached pronoun, while kuma and tuma are attached pronoun. So that is the difference between them. So what is the difference between this one and this one? The difference between kuma and tuma is that kuma is a subjective pronoun. Is an objective pronoun. Why tuma is a subjective pronoun. Subjective attached pronoun. And kuma is also an attached pronoun. So that is the difference between them. You can see kuma here is what is the subject. Is the subject in the sentence. Dorabtu kuma, I beat. What did I beat? I beat the both of you. Sorry, is the object rather. I beat the both of you. I beat the both of you. So if you want to use this tuma in a sentence now, like we saying dorabtuma, dorabtuma, dorabtuma toliban. The both of you beat a student. The both of you beat a student. So you can see this tuma. This tuma here, this tuma here is what is a subjective pronoun. That is different between kuma and tuma. Kuma is an objective pronoun, while tuma is a subjective pronoun. You have to note that it's very important, but don't be puzzled, don't be bothered about that. We are still going to expatiate on that later, maybe in our next lesson, inshallah. So that is the second type uh, of this classification. So we are looking at it in terms of its denotation, what is it referring to. So that is the second. So let's look at the third type, which is al-gaib. Al-gaib. So the third person. The third person. So the third person is the person that is not here, or something we are referring to that is not here, is not present here, is not part of our audience. I hope you get. So it might even be part of our audience that is not the one I'm referring to. Like now, Ahmad is here. Like Ahmad is here and Zaid is here. I have Ahmad and I have Zaid. And I myself. So I'm talking to Zaid. I'm talking to Zaid. So the three of us are here, right? The three of us are here. So Zaid is the person I'm talking to. Here I am the what? I am the mutakallim. The second Zaid is what? Zaid is the mukhatab. Why Ahmad is the what? Ahmad is the gaib. So you can see gaib. Gaib doesn't mean the person that is not present. The person might be present, but is not. We are not referring to. We are not talking to him. Hmm? So I'm talking to Zaid now. I am talking to Zaid. So I'm talking to Zaid about Ahmad. So I will make Ahmad what? Third person. I will make him what? Gaib. I will make him Gaib. So I am talking to Zaid. I saw Ahmad. I saw Ahmad. So I want to use that Ahmad in a sentence now. I want to use that as a pronoun. I will say what? I saw him. I saw him. That him there is what? Is Gaib. Though he's present. He's present. But because I'm not talking to him, because he's not the person I'm talking to, he's not the mukhatab, then is what? Is the Gaib. Is the Gaib. It might be present, but I'm making him what? I'm making him absent in my statement. So that is that. So example of that pronoun is whom. Whom. Whom is used for lots. Lots of people that are male, that are what? That are guy, that are third person. A third person. So whom to love. Whom to love. What does it mean? It means They are they are students. Whom to lab, they are students. So this whom now, is it a detached or an attached pronoun? Is a detached pronoun. Is a detached because we can see the clear gap between them. The clear gap between them. There's a gap between them. So at times there will be no gap between them. Sorry, at times there will be gap, but that verb will still be what? It uh will still be an attached pronoun. Don't let me go there because it might be technical, but just face this. Whom to lab. Whom to lab. So because there is a gap between them, and it can't be attached to lab. So the whom is what? Is a detached pronoun. So whom is a detached pronoun. So we have hunna. Hunna also is like whom. Hunna is like whom. The only difference between hunna and whom is that whom is used for masculine, while hunna is used for feminine. But they are what? They are both plural. They are both plural. Like uh, lot, lot of male, that is whom, are not present. A lot of female, that is hunna, are not present. Now we have kum. Sorry, kum is not there. 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 So we can only have huma or hua. Hua or huma. Hua means he. You can see he is also what? He is also gaib. He is gaib, and we have huma also. So the both of them that are not present. So dual that are not present. Third person dual. Third person dual. So this is third person singular. So this is uh third person plural. So third person plural. So that's on this classification. That's that on this classification. So inshallah, in the next class we are going to bring a table, draw all these things, and insert them in their various category, inshallah. But there is one category that I did not put here that is also relevant. Let me just quickly explain that. We have in terms of adults, we talked about in terms of uh, attachment and detachment. That is number one. Number two, in terms of what? In terms of denotation, that is what it's referring to. Then I want to add it. I want to add something that is in terms of added number. That is how many are the what? How many uh, are the person we are referring to? Are the person we are using the pronoun to represent? Are they? Is it a singular? Is it a dual? Is it a plural? So in terms of added, that is added. Min hayusul added, because we are going to make use of it in our next class, inshallah. Min hayusul added is divided into what? Mufrad. You can jot it down. Mufrad. Then musanna, and we have jamu. So mufrad means what? Singular. Musanna means dual. Jamu means what? Uh Jamu means plural. Plural. So also, okay, let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that. Later on we still be explaining all that classification of doma, but these are the relevant one you need in this class. So these are the relevant one. I hope you understand what we've been saying since morning under this simple and interesting topic at the Ma'ir. If you don't know this topic, I believe I should not lie to you. You have a lot of problem in Arabic language. So this is like the basic. It's like the basic. I don't want to rush you. This is not the topic I'm supposed to teach you. But I can't just go to isnad the Ma'ir, that is connecting or joining domir to verb. What we want to do particularly is joining domir to verb. Then the domain want to join to verb, I have to expatiate on it for you to know what is domain, for you to know the types of domain we have and their classification, so that when we move on, it's very easy for me to expatiate and explain anyhow I like, and so that I won't be restricted to some things that you don't know this, you don't know that. So I hope you get the reason why I'm explaining all these things, and make sure you take your time to assimilate it. May Allah make it easy for us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.